What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the Lazy Channel. Today, we're checking out the smartest smugglers of all time. I don't really have anything else to say besides gamer headset on. Like the video for the algorithm. It helps get the video to more people. You all know the deal. As you can see right here, they have timestamps. What great people. I'm skipping the intro because who has 40 seconds to spare? Not me. Right into it.
Golden fever. Smuggling goods is a quick way to earn a lot of money.
Yes.
Smugglers make good money even on such ordinary things as chewing gum and smartphones.
What?
And when it comes to gold, they can hit a jackpot of millions of dollars. Indian border guards detained a man who was carrying 2.2 pounds of gold in his pants. The precious metal was sewn into the waist of his pants and literally served as a belt. Don't be confused by the way it looks though. To make smuggling more convenient and stealthier, it has been melted into a pasty state. Apparently, the offender decided to play it safe and additionally sewed gold paste into his underwear. However, this didn't help much. In recent years, India has become a real leader in terms of the volume of smuggled gold. The thing is, the cost of metal in the country has grown by 1.5 times compared to the world markets. So border checkpoints are full of those.
Wait, hold on, was he holding the gold play button?
Cost of metal in the country has grown by 1.5 times compared to the world markets. So
nah, that's his laptop. I thought he had a gold button. I mean, I don't even got a gold one. I got a damn silver one. But if you subscribe right now, I can get another silver one. Then I have 2 silver ones. And you know, if you subscribe even more, I can get a gold one. And if you go to the main channel and subscribe, I can get another gold one. This would just be fantastic. That would be amazing.
Border checkpoints are full of those who chase easy money. Some of them decided to get creative though. Here, for example, you can see a usual vacuum cleaner. The engine
vacuum. I said fish. It's a vacuum. It kind of looked like a fish. You feel me? Like, look. Boom, that's the body, that's the eye. It kind of looked like a fish.
Of which was stuffed with gold bars. Such a device weighed much more than vacuum cleaners usually do, and the customs officials decided to give it a thorough check. To get to the bottom of things, they even had to disassemble it down to the engine. But in the end, the smuggler faced serious punishment. Indian smugglers generally like to hide illegal goods in places that are hard to reach for the lazy airport security. This culprit decided to hide gold in steel door closers. It took an experienced customs officer a while to find the precious metal inside. This way, the would-be smuggler wanted to hide about 66 pounds of gold, but now he'll have to explain to the court how the precious metal ended up in the door closers.
Jesus, how much y'all think 66 pounds of gold go for? I'm about to find out. Hold up. A pound of gold is currently worth $21,000. What did it say he had? He had 40,000, or not 40,000, 40 pounds. He had $840,000 worth of gold. Or actually, that's wrong. That's for 1 troy pounds, whatever the fuck that means. Actual pounds, like normal pounds, it would be $25,000. Crazy stuff.
Money in food.
Oh, bro, I didn't even show y'all. I had it on full cam the whole time. I'm not editing it. This is the Lazy Channel, so y'all are just gonna have to take my word for it, bro. I wouldn't lie to y'all.
Imprisoned not only for the illegal import of gold, but also for smuggling currency. And when it comes to large profits, the creativity of criminals knows no bounds. Another footage from the airport in India. Customs officers open a box of sweets, clearly not in order to try an unusual delicacy.
Nasty. What the fuck is that?
After tearing off the bottom of the box, they found neatly glued stacks of foreign bills underneath it. Customs officers didn't say how much money was found in the cookies, but they filed charges against the owner of the boxes. And here is an even more original solution. To hide the rolled banknotes in peanuts. We wonder how long it took for the smuggler to put the shells back together.
That had to take so long. Like, imagine that. I know I'm not looking at the camera. I was doing something on my phone. I'm sorry. But imagine how long that took. Oh my God.
Apparently, Indian smugglers believe that food is the perfect place to store prohibited items. How else could you explain
how did they catch that? Like, what?
The fact that our next hero hid bills in bananas? He simply wrapped a bundle of bills with brown tape and put it between the 2 halves of the fruit. It didn't look very convincing, but apparently, this is how the smuggler wanted to lull the vigilance of the border guards. Indian customs officials are always on the alert and check even those items that seem quite ordinary.
Okay, I'm gonna be real, yo. I'm getting tired of standing. I've recorded like 4 videos. It's time to sit down. This is nice.
At first glance, this suitcase doesn't cause any suspicions, but everything changes once you open its lining. Inside were neatly laid out bills worth about $27,000. Customs officers noticed items in the lining as they scanned it. To
That's a lot
confirm their
of moolah.
suspicions, they took the suitcase and checked inside. After that, the hapless traveler has been charged with illegal transportation of foreign currency. Cigarette stashes.
They smuggling cigarettes? Why is y'all smuggling cigarettes? I'm really big chilling right now. I'm leaning back. Why is y'all smuggling cigarettes? Is cigarettes like banned some places? I don't know.
According to the WHO, there are 1 billion smokers in the world, and their number keeps growing every year. Smugglers take advantage
smoke,
of this
kids.
and profit from the bad habits of other people. Cigarettes are smuggled more often than other goods across borders. No wonder smugglers resort to all kinds of tricks to deliver
Why?
their cargo. One of these hiding places was found by Ukrainian border guards when they were checking rolls of paper en route to the European Union.
You can't travel with cigarettes? Is like cigarettes banned? Like why? I'm confused. Like it's cigarettes. It's not illegal. What's wrong with cigarettes? I'm confused.
The smugglers left an empty space inside, which was filled with cigarette packs. In total, officers found more than 200,000 packages worth $217,000. Criminals buy
What kind
low-tax
of cheap ass motherfucking cigarettes is those?
cigarettes and sell them in countries with tougher tobacco policies.
Okay, so see, that's why tougher tobacco policies in some countries. Okay. They said 200,000 packages of cigarettes, or did they say 2,000? I don't know.
This stash was found by the Australian border guard. The cargo owner tried to hide the cigarettes inside the ceramic tile, but you can't hide anything from the service dog's inquisitive nose. And here, the smugglers decided to go all in and converted the entire floor of a truck into a secret vault. Singaporean customs officers immediately noticed the extra pounds in the weight of the car and quickly found illegal tobacco. In general, smugglers prefer to transport goods in large volumes, but there are exceptions, like this soccer ball. Another illegal stash of cigarettes inside a fake data cable spool was found in Australia. Perhaps the smuggler would make a good designer, but now he'll just go to jail. And this woman decided to keep it simple and just hid the cigarette boxes in her clothes. But the ruthless border guards didn't appreciate a new type of carry-on luggage and forced her to put everything illegal on the table.
It's not like she was smuggling though. Like she had what, like a couple cartons of cigarettes, right? I doubt she's smuggling a couple cartons of cigarettes to somewhere to sell them and trying to make a lot of money. She might just be going there and she's gonna need that many cigarettes to smoke. She's just a chain smoker. I mean, it's just cigarettes. But cigarettes, they should be banned everywhere. America, ban cigarettes. Terrible for you. Don't smoke cigarettes, kids. Smoke crack instead.
Every smuggler knew how to hide so much stuff on himself, they certainly wouldn't have to come up with complicated plans. Smuggling animals. Traveling with animals is quite a challenge, not even because of the responsibilities of the owner, who must take care of the pets and keep an eye on them. The animal itself will have a hard time, especially when it comes to international flights. But when it comes to money, smugglers stop at nothing. They don't even care if the animal is rare or facing extinction. Customs officers in Australia are well aware of this and regularly prevent illegal animal trade. After seeing something hot on the thermal imager,
How the hell are you gonna sneak an animal on a plane? How are you gonna sneak an
they
animal?
open the package up with a children's toy.
What is... That's gotta be a snake. What the fuck is that? How would that even survive the flight?
And found a live lizard wrapped in a sock. After examining
What the and they took it off of him. He was like, Jesus Christ, thank you. look at the lizard. He was like, whoa. How long is the flight though? Like the lizard would die in that shit.
hot on the thermal imager, they opened the package up with a children's toy and found a live lizard
Look at it,
wrapped
watch
in
his
a
face.
sock.
He's like,
After
whoa.
examining all the luggage, the border guards found many rare reptiles that were on the verge of death after the flight. The poor animals spent the flight cramped in a dark and cold place, but the criminals didn't care about their condition. In one of the caches, officers saw a
look at
lizard
those.
species that's on the verge of extinction. Criminals don't smuggle only calm and silent reptiles. Sometimes they lay their eyes on birds too. In Jamaica, local authorities arrested a man who was hiding 34 finches in his carry-on baggage. In the United States, these birds are used in song contests and can cost $3,000 per bird.
Jesus.
The birds in curlers and wrapped them in a transparent cloth. However, the birds continued to chirp, and other passengers drew the attention of the guards to the man's singing baggage. He was charged with animal smuggling and faced faced a large administrative fine, which will remind him of the torment of the birds for a long time.
Poor bird.
Suspicious child. Remember when you really
Imagine they pull a box out. There's just a kid stuffed in a sock.
wanted to buy something in the store, but you couldn't do it for financial or other reasons? If you know the feeling, you'll definitely understand our next hero. The Ugandan border guards first thought it was just a mother walking with her child across the border. However, the baby turned out to be not so simple. It was made of prohibited cosmetics. Border posts in this part of Africa
Cosmetic, like makeup.
are not like ordinary ones. More often than not, customs officers observe citizens from a distance without a thorough inspection. Surely the mother of the fake child was very upset that she wasn't able to use her favorite cream in her homeland.
That's what it is. It's banned makeup. Wow.
Such is the price for breaking the law. We hope that in future, the woman will not use real children for these purposes. Otherwise, it may end very badly for her.
Damn.
Bird couriers. Smugglers don't always transport harmless things across the border. Sometimes, illegal cargo can hurt hundreds or even thousands of people. It gets even worse when harmless animals are used to deliver it. Kuwait customs officials caught a pigeon at the border carrying illegal substances.
That pigeon got on a backpack.
They were hidden in a neat pouch that was glued
They got a fucking backpack on a pigeon. Pigeon with a backpack.
to the back of the bird. This was not the first time the bandits acted this way,
Pigeon with a
officials
backpack.
said, but it was the first time they were able to catch a feathered courier. Turns out that pigeons are often used to deliver illegal substances. This is convenient for the criminals. It's impossible to determine who sent the bird and track where it's flying,
Damn.
even if you catch it.
How the
To
hell you train a bird to fly somewhere though? That's crazy.
solve the case, the police would have to chase a bird that can fly where a person cannot pass.
Shoot that motherfucker.
Therefore, pigeons have become the weapon of choice for criminals, although the birds are not entirely reliable. There were cases when birds couldn't take off because of the huge weight of their cargo. Intelligence agencies regularly spot suspicious birds on the borders of Colombia, Costa Rica, and the United States, but they can't do anything about them. Perhaps with the development of unmanned drones, border guards will learn to intercept pigeons without harming their health. Hidden car. If you want to know what bad luck really means, you should definitely check the following video. On the border between South Africa and Mozambique, local police inspected a strange truck full of brooms. The security officers were confused by the strange shape of the cargo, and they were right. A brand new pickup was hidden under a pile of straw. One can only guess how the owner of the car managed to drive it into such narrow platform of the truck. His art of making straw shelters is second to none. Look how two strong guys tried to clear the truck of the brooms, and they seem to have a hard time. Let's hope the smuggler didn't have to knit all of these brooms to carry out this special operation, otherwise he wasted a lot of time. Alcohol pipeline. Yes, progress is not
I'm
standing
tired.
still, and it's becoming easier for the customs officers to detect smuggled goods. But this doesn't mean that criminals don't come up with new tricks. Every
Damn,
smuggler
there's still 5 minutes left.
secretly dreams of being like a top-tier spy or James Bond, who goes to work with a couple of new gadgets. Apparently, the creator of this device decided to go one step further and laid an alcohol pipeline between the two countries. While patrolling the area, Ukrainian border guards discovered a plastic hose laid from the state borderline. A quick analysis showed that the pipe was used to deliver low-quality alcohol, which was brewed in Transnistria. In total, the border guards found 0.3 miles of the pipeline on the Ukrainian side, which stretched to the nearest village. The pipe was immediately dismantled and disposed of in a safe place. Unfortunately, the organizers of the illegal
Come on, let people get lit. What's a little alcohol? Come on.
import were not found. Although the investigation had several guesses, we wonder how this smuggling genius managed to quietly lay a pipeline across the border river right under the noses of the customs officers. Woman with guns. There are things that can surprise even experienced border guards. It had seemed that all possible places for storing illegal goods in the car have long been identified, but sometimes criminals come up with very sophisticated schemes. Security officers at the border between the United States and Canada found 30 pistols in the car of a 50-year-old lady.
Damn, Granny was strapped. She had the burners. What the fuck? That's definitely some motherfucking drug lord's grandma. They didn't expect Grammy to have 30 fucking blammies in her backseat.
The weapons were sealed in an airtight envelope and hidden right in the gas tank. The system turned out to be so elaborate that customs officials didn't immediately understand how the
hell did they get 30 guns into a gas tank and still have gas in there for the car to be able to drive?
car could actually drive. It turned out that the gas tank was divided into 2 sections so that the weapon couldn't damage the engine or get exposed to the gasoline.
Wow.
Law enforcement agencies quickly found the ones who ordered the delivery and brought them to justice.
Damn, Grammy was snitching. There was no way in hell they would find the person unless Grammy told. Damn, we not rocking with Grammy.
This is how a sweet 50-year-old woman became one of the coolest smugglers in the north of the United States.
She ain't cool, she was snitching.
Sometimes, the sense of humor of some criminals defies comprehension. These, for example, hid weapons in children's toys. They of course didn't think what would happen if some kid suddenly wanted to put together a collection of these Mickey Mouses. Illegal travel. Of course, not only goods, but also people themselves can illegally cross the land border. The creativity of some illegal immigrants is limited only by the capabilities of the human body. According to the US customs officials at the border with Mexico, the most popular places for smuggling people are the spare wheel recess, behind the hood door, and the secret wall of the trunk. There are also quite extreme options. For example, you can hide someone in the door space where the music speakers are usually located. Seems like the American border guards will never forget one particular case. With the help of a special frame, the man turned himself into a leather seat. One could even sit on it, although the feeling wouldn't be pleasant. He could have passed the border, but suffering from lack of air and heat, he asked the officers to get him out of the trap. Just as smugglers try to hide as many goods as possible, they try to cram in as many illegal immigrants as possible into the vehicle. There are cases when customs officers found more than 40 people hidden in one truck. Prison tricks. Our last story for today is not exactly about smuggling, but we just have to tell you about it. The prison is the place that breaks all records in terms of the list of things prohibited within its borders. Delivering something legal to an inmate is already difficult, and transferring an illegal item is almost impossible. Letters and
Oh, that's rain. I didn't know what that was. I didn't know if y'all could hear that. I thought someone was fucking throwing rocks at my house. That shit is hitting hard. Oh my God.
parcels are checked by specially trained officers down to every crumb. However, prison guards regularly find prohibited items in cells. While on duty, the guards are required to sniff jars of soap, checking them for alcohol. Nothing escapes from the sight of the guards. They even examine scraps of magazines sent together with letters. In one of such scraps, the guards found a forbidden item, although an ordinary person would hardly suspect a thing. Even the pigeons we mentioned earlier can be involved in the delivery of illegal goods to a prison. If inmates have so many opportunities to get their hands on prohibited stuff, then it's time for the guards to change something in the security system. Hey,
Facts.
buddy.
That's the end of the video. I've never been more excited to end a video. I feel like I'm gonna pass out. I'm tired. I'm going to sleep. I appreciate y'all for watching. I love you all. Ta-ta.
Ooh, any situation, I'm a big factor. Brought out the Glock with the Ruger, I'm a mismatcher. Ooh, baby, squeeze that punani on me, okay?